can't believe we've done this for 8 whole days and my lips are still dry. My lips are always dry. It's because of highlight and stuff. But anyways, asikolapo. I have like 3-4 things to do and that will be my day. I've just only been doing surveys. I need to diversify the type of ways that I'm exploring in terms of making money online. I'm also applying for things and there are other like smaller projects that I'm working on. Hi guys, decided to just show you how the week went in terms of making money online. Obviously I've been reporting on a daily basis how it's been going, but I haven't been tracking the sheet properly, but I finally got to it. So I hope this is going to just help in terms of seeing which platforms are working well for me. And another thing is that this is not making money online gospel. Just because certain things are working well for me doesn't necessarily mean they'll be the same for you. And just because a certain platform doesn't work well for me doesn't mean that'll also be the case for you as well. What I'm gonna do is mostly show you how much I made. I'm not gonna track the attempt per se because I think it will make the video very long. I'll just show you how much I made and try and have a guesstimate of what I made the money from. This basically shows you the platform. And okay, this was the before, but now it's not the before, it's more of like the current. I think on Ysense I have about $7.39, every time about $7. And remember, one thing is that these amounts are always changing by cents, by a dollar, by 1 rand, by 2 rands, all those things, because these are moving variables, if I might call them that. Balance that I've confirmed, it's not necessarily the current balance, more like the confirmed balance. So I definitely know that I've made this amount if it was calculated, and I'm using an underestimate here. So I'm assuming that for every dollar I'm getting about $17 rands 40 cents. But if we go to the exchange rate, currently it decreased. It actually was a bit higher than that. I think earlier on was 18 rands 32 cents, the 42 cents. So that's the value that I'm using. So let's just say $7.39. If I was getting that amount purely, I'd get 135. But then I know that there will be some charges. So I'm just assuming that in worst case scenario, I'm getting about 17.4 rands for every US dollars, and making this amount an underestimate more than an overestimate. Then I also just showed you guys or just had this column so that you can be able to see when exactly am I supposed, or when exactly can I withdraw. So with YCent, it's actually $5, but then the other method, the $5 method, I don't know how to withdraw from it, which is Skrill. I've withdrawn before, but the money is just in Skrill and now in cryptocurrency even. And then the one that I usually use, which is PayPal, requires that you have at least $10. This one, they give you money at this on the second of every month or immediately if you are completing a survey. So for the affiliate program, it's the second of the following month. So if I'm working this month of October, I'll only receive it on the 2nd of November. Sometimes they don't pay on time, but they usually pay. And then this one, the minimum is $3. The moment I achieve $3 on the affiliate program, I can withdraw it. But then on the surveys, I need to achieve at least $12, I believe. My IO, I need to achieve €10, whether it's affiliate or it's surveys. And then market agent, 1,000 points, which is equivalent to €10 or 172 rand. Prolific, okay, prolific is not 1,000 points, it's actually five. Oh, sorry, swag bucks, yeah, it's 1,000 points, which is equivalent to $10. And then prolific is um £5. Enlightened panel, 50 rands. Digital products, there's no minimum cash out threshold because the money I receive it from a customer, and I don't have to release it per se. Take a lot, I don't know the minimum cash out threshold if there's one. Panel smart, I also am not aware of any minimum cash out threshold. Your view, I think it's $50. Game is $10. MobiWorks, I'm not sure either. YouTube, it's about 1,000 rand, but I think I remember setting it myself. Field agent, it's $50 as well. So the first day, looking at the first day, I was able to make money from 3 different ways. The highest amount coming from YCent, and looking at this, I think it's all from probably, okay, I can't tell. But then, yeah, the highest amount that I was able to make here was um, from YCent, the second highest YouTube, and then the third highest TGM. And the amount was, yeah, the total amount was 176. But something that I was also tracking was the expenses as well. On the expense side, I think this was food, this was transport, this was airtime, and it led to a total of 283, meaning that on that specific day I actually made a loss. Remember, the time I was still at my grandma's place, I had to buy a lot of airtime to be able to do quite a number of things related to making money online, whether it was uploading videos or anything related to making money online, surveys. All of it really requires data. That is the disadvantage of making money online. You do need a stable internet connection, and you do need affordable internet connection. Then day two, the highest amount I made was from survey time, where I was able to make almost $70. And then the second highest was YouTube, third highest YCents. Then I also made some money from TGM as well as Swagbucks, amounting to 133. But when we look at expenses, my expenses were just on airtime, where I had to buy airtime for about 150, and I made a loss of about $16 for that specific day. But an interesting thing that happened during this specific week on the second day was that I was actually able to withdraw about 1,800 rands. I think I'll go to my PayPal account so that I can just be able to show you guys that withdrawal. So this was obviously from an amount that I already had from like the previous stuff that I've done. While it's loading, let's go back to this. I'll show you guys this later on, meaning that I actually made a sort of a positive balance, I guess, in totality. And then on day 3, made a total of $79. The highest amount was from TGM, second highest was from YouTube, and then the third highest is from Ysense. Day 4, highest amount that I made. This 2 days I didn't necessarily track Ysense, every time in TGM, like the small amounts that I was making, so they all accumulated somewhere here. So day 4 and day 5 are not a true reflection, but the things that I was able to track was the digital products as well as YouTube. So I made about 146. Day 5, I completed one survey from Prolific, which was about £5. That gave me about 110 110 rands, not US dollars. And then someone bought a digital product of mine, and that was about 120 that they paid from YouTube, $46 from YouTube. In totality, that was the highest day in the week, which I made about 276. Day 6, I made 196. Highest platform was TGM, second highest YouTube, and then third highest was Ysense. The last day of the week, or day 7, which was yesterday, I guess, the highest amount that I made was from TGM with $76. I think there was one survey, and the rest was from the affiliate part. I haven't yet checked how much I made on YouTube. We can also go and check on YouTube how everything worked there, and the total amount there was 105, taking us to a weekly total of 1,113 rands, right? And looking at the top platforms, biggest contributor was digital products. So if I'm able to sell more digital products, I'll be able to make more money, obvious. So that is one thing. YouTube was the second highest one. The third one was TGM. Fourth one, Ysense. I think the fifth one was Prolific. That's basically the top 5 platforms, or top 5 ways that I was able to make money online this week. But one thing that I realized is that I definitely need to diversify the ways I am making money. I'm thinking of joining the whole teaching English online gang, because your girl needs money and needs a sustainable way. So digital products can definitely give me a booster. And when I was very serious about like selling them, and I was able to sell them when I had a bigger platform as well, it was easier to make plus minus 6k from digital products, and also plus minus 8k from affiliate marketing. But that is not there anymore, so I need to find other avenues of making money. When did I do the withdrawal? FNB withdrawal of 106 US dollars, which is about 1,888 rands. It's already reflected in my bank account. And then what else did I want to show you guys? I wanted to show you guys the back end of YouTube, so that you can see the analytics on how much I've made this week. Maybe they've already shown us how much I made on day 7, but I doubt. Okay, let's quickly go to revenue and track the last 7 days. So it's that amount that you guys saw. These are the different days. 43 rands. So these are the different days. So that's essentially it. Hey guys, so I'm just wrapping up for day 7. So today I did a survey from Prolific, and everything else was made passively. I made some money on I think a bit of TGM, a bit of Ysense, a bit of survey time, a bit of gamey, a bit of Sweatcoin as well. But it's like literally cents. Some is like Swagbucks as well. Swagbucks I made literally 1 rand there. Actually on Swagbucks it wasn't passive, it was active, but it was like little mini surveys that they were just asking me just to update the information I have on the platform and so forth. I think they do it on an annual basis, because this is around the time that I signed up for Swagbucks. So I think they just try to keep updated information, so that obviously their clients have the updated info to say, okay, whoever is on our panel is actually, up to date, or their information is up to date. It was not information we acquired maybe 5 years back or 10 years back. Another thing is that always try to make sense of how the platform works. You see how I'm reasoning why I'm now supposed to answer my profile questions again, and I don't take it as like something that frustrates me or whatever the case might be, but I just analyze it for what it can be or what it is versus a frustrating thing, because these things can become very frustrating. So you have to always reason out some of the logic. Otherwise, as I said, it's just not going to make sense and just not going to be worth your time when you look at some of the ridiculous things that you kind of have to do and the multiple ropes that you kind of have to jump all the time. I did mention how I made money, but I didn't mention exactly how much. It's about $58, but as I've mentioned already, that the $58 or any amount that I give you on a daily basis is not the amount. It's like an amount that's gonna accumulate. So it could be that right now I'm making like a bit more because there's a passive component. Let's just say actively that is done and dusted. I can't do anything because I'm going to sleep. And another thing that I wanted to mention was that I do sleep very late. I think I'm a bit stressed these days, so I do sleep very late. I tend to sleep around 11 or 12, but ideally I would want to ideally whatever the Sokwa version of what I'm trying to say, but ideally I would like to sleep at 9. So if everything is good psychologically, I'm in a good place emotionally, however, all the Khalis that are out there, Alis, not Khalis because it's not like we say Khali, all the Alis that are out there, then I would rather sleep at 9 and then wake up at like 5. I've been waking up at 5 or 6, but I sleep at like 11 or 12. So I only get maybe like 5 hours of sleep most of the time, which is not a problem, but only if I'm going to be productive, obviously. That's it, day 8. So I'm going to start like obviously dividing the weeks according to like a weekly basis. So week 1 is done and dusted, so we're starting a new week, which is basically day 8 up until day 14. So let's see how this week goes. Yeah, we'll see what it has in store for us. Hopefully there are really big wins that are going to be seen this week, but if not, we have the 3rd week, the 4th week, and the entire or rest of the year, even next year. So be patient with yourself, be patient with the process, and yeah, always know that's going to be harder than you actually think it would be, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it. You know, whatever it is, this is not just related to making money online. Wherever you are in life, I think this advice applies to each and every person that is trying to just do whatever it is that they want to do. Yeah, I forgot to pray. May God keep you. May God bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. In the mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ, we thank him. Amen. Love you.